3, 2, 1. This is the 5th game of the best of 9 series between AM and Suomi. Welcome back, everyone. If we mashed Casted by Nova, that's golden, man. Let's see, do we get the same players? No, this time around we get Nikov and MBL playing for AM. And let me remind you, everyone, just in case, these are recorded games and these were not all played in the same day. So I think about that as a plus, because usually if you play like 9 games in a row, you can get tired. While this, we get fully rested players playing overtime, best of 9 series of 2v2s, and that's potentially very interesting. So the Max is going to be playing teal over here once again, Vilese orange as well. They're going to be playing Mayans and Japanese, and they're going to be facing MBL, who is getting Malay, and Nikov, who is getting Turks. Perfect. So Turks are going to face Mayans. That's going to be an interesting fight. And MBL is going to be facing Vilese, who is getting Japanese. So Japanese versus Malay. Malay, I think we saw this matchup already a couple of times so far. Malay, Arbalest fully upgraded, cheap elephants, and Vilese with Japanese, good cavalry, decent cavalry, great infantry, fully upgraded archers as well, Arbalest. And for the Max, yeah, of course, Mayans getting a very, very strong power peak in Castle Age when they get access to the plume archers. And Turks, of course, also with a very strong power peak in Castle Age, as they get a gunpowder unit with very high... Oh! Board's going back! High damage, high range, albeit kind of slow, gunpowder unit. They usually say that gunpowder is broken in Castle Age. So it's like Conquistadors, Janissaries, organ guns usually are very hard to counter in Castle Age. So you can probably expect Nikov going for scouts and MBL going for archers to make for the classic Fuel Age army composition. And we can probably expect Vilese to go for scouts himself, and the Mayan player, the Max, to go for archers. Might be the case. We can also see probably the Max trying to go for fast castle. We can see probably Nikov trying to do that as well. We are going to pay attention to the villager count to see if that's going to be the case or not. But anyway, sorry if it was already said. When were these games played and what tournament purpose? Oh. Did you arrive like after I explained this? Because I just said like a couple minutes ago. That should definitely be a SIV win for Suomi. Well, I don't know. Might be. I think it's a very strong potential composition playing Japanese and Malay for sure. We're going to take a look at the maps though. So right off the bat we can see that Vilese has a secondary gold and a main gold facing towards the Max's base. So if he walks towards this area, which might be the case as we can see the position of the houses here, he might be able to take from this safely. The third gold though, it's going to be quite inconveniently placed super forward. He seems to be going for the wall from here, so this goal is most likely going to be left out. As for the Max, yes, you heard the explanation, or yes, you didn't. Well, in any case, these are recorded games, these are rated games, so it's not for tournament. And it's a best of 9 played throughout different days, so it's not all, they were not played all together. Alright, so yeah, main goal here for the Max is forward, secondary and third goal for him is facing Vilese's base. It's a very similar situation for both Suomi guys. As for MBL, oh, alright, so we have 3 people going up to Fuel Age already, which means that the Max is not going to go for fast Castle Age. That might not be the case. Oh, okay, Nikov is not going to go for fast castle either. We're just going to get a classic game then. Malay players going forward with a couple of militias. What is Villes doing? Villes. He's going for the barracks right now. You should be able to finish this, I think. Let's take a look at the scouting information from MBL. Okay, he has no idea where he's going. So if Villes manages to close this, which I think he probably should, let's see how many tiles are left. Yeah, he's going to be able to wall that on time. This is probably going to be walled as well. What? Oh, there we go. He's going to go for the stable. Alright, Japanese guy going for stable, going right into scouts. Nikab going for horse collar, probably gonna go for scouts as well. Yeah, there we go. Yes, it's going to be as we were expecting. Turks going for scouts, Malay going for archers, Japanese going for scouts, and Mayans going for archers. Oh, let's see. Oh, Villes is going to lose one villager here though to the Drush. That's so good for MBL now.
Yep.
Let's see. Where are the archery ranges for the Mayan player? He's not going to... Oh, there we go. Archery ranges coming up. Scouts here in place for Villes. He should be able to defend just nicely. 3 militias and 1 scout should die to 3 scouts and a couple of villagers for sure. It's going to come down to micro. But the HP pool is already questionable here for MBL. Already one of the militias is kind of half HP. He's not targeting the right one though. Yeah, 4 scouts now should be able to just take care of the whole thing. Yeah, more attack, more HP. 0 melee armor. It's pretty standard here. And if these were Minotaurs, then that would probably be a different story. Trying to debate here though. Are they ever going to fight? Well, what do we have here? There we go. So the max. Oh, he's going to manage to quick wall just them. Oh, yes, here we go. So Nika quick walling over here, but the max going for Minotaurs. He's not joking around. Now there are 6 scouts over here for Villes. There we go, and he's about to start pairing those scouts with a couple of archers. About to come out from the max. The max already not really being able to get villagers, but he is going to cause some havoc over here. He's going to wreak some havoc, get some idle time, mess a little bit with eco, force a very badly placed house over here as well. That's gonna have to get built because it's already pretty much like 90-something% up. But we have green going for scouts. As expected, Turks do get free upgrades on the scout line, so when they get to Castle Age, those are going to convert into light cavalry for free. Let's see. MBL got 2 vills from that rush. 2 vills, I only noticed 1. Here. He got 2? Is this one? I can see 3 bodies here, probably from the militias. I probably missed it, sorry. Okay. So 4 scouts here. Villes should be at an advantage with 6 scouts. Yeah, he's going to go forward towards Nikov, so he noticed MBL is fully walled. Nikov is going to be fully walled himself, so he's not going to be able to do anything. Is he going to wall behind this? No. He could potentially come with the villager and try to chop that. I haven't seen that being done a lot in pro games, but it's always enjoyable to see that. It was near the berries. Where are the berries? I'm gonna take your word for it. If we take a look at the villager count, he is behind. I think he probably already went for wheelbarrow, right? Yeah, he already went for wheelbarrow, so that's going to account for 3 villagers. His only 2 villagers behind though. Yes. No, only 1 villager behind. Anyway, yeah, that was a good rush still. Forcing a reaction and getting a villager is already good enough. I do believe probably it was better for the max over here though. As we can see, Nikab is 2 villagers behind already. What is that? Flaring everything. Nikab's gonna try and do something here, not going to be able to. So at this point all the players are fully walled. So we are just going to see this game continue in Castle Age. We're gonna take a look at the resources. As we can see over here, the Turk player at this point has 15 stone. 15? So not even 50, 15 stone. Is that a bug? No, he only has 15 stone. Why? Did he sell stone to go up? Oh no, Nova, duh. Going for stone walls. Okay, there we go. So this is going to go into Fast Imperial, it seems, for the Turk player. What do we have for the Mayan player? Stone. Only 200. He's not going into stone yet. So yeah, he's not going to be able to start pumping the plumes. Plumes are going to be very important for a Mayan player. Super speedy, super strong. Just such a nice power spike in Castle Age. It's just a no-brainer. He's gonna choose to go for extra TCs though. He's not going for stone at all. I find that kind of puzzling. Let's see. What is Vubli? Mr. Chow? Oh, there you go, Roboto. Answered that. Thank you so much, Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. And there we go. The max. Going for crossbows. Everyone except for Nikab in Castle Age. Nikab soon to get to Castle Age, and MBL's probably gonna lose a good amount of archers over here, as these archers are going to turn into crossbows. There we go. MBL now with his own crossbows. There we go. They should be able to be on even ground now. +2. But MBL has the upgrade advantage over here as he gets padded archer armor for the +1 defense, which is not the case for the max. Nothing major going on. Stone collected for the Turk player. 54. Not the best. Alright. You like Age of Empires? Yeah, so Vubli is a client that you use to play Age of Empires online. It supports many features that the standard game doesn't get, or even HD doesn't get, like spectating the games without taking player runes, so you can spectate 4v4s. And you get a mod manager that you can use to install mods easy, and many other things. They have custom spectator servers as well. Usually I think that the game performance, most people agree that it's better to play Age of Empires on Vubli. The game runs smoother and there are less errors, desyncs and that kind of stuff. Some people believe HD is better for that, so up to you. You can try both. Vubli is free, so you can get it. Let's see, that house is going down, so now they are able to go in, and those houses are not going to be able to hold very long. Oh, but the Max is not paying attention. What is the Max doing? He's flaring this area. There are crossbows here from MBL coming towards Nikab's base, and they are going to get surrounded, so we have crossbows here and knights here for Nikab. So yeah, they're not gonna want to get surrounded. They are going to get out of the base. They could have tried to go here and try to take the house down. But it's probably the smartest choice to get out, especially as these players, from their point of views, they don't really know what's coming, so they had to be cautious. Let's see. +2, +1, +2, +1 as well. There we go. Same upgrades for both. Let's take a look at the amount though. We have at this point 27, and over here we have only 19. It doesn't look like such a small army, but there are so many more crossbows here, although this is very sloppy. He's not microing this properly, he's not using all his army. That was kind of sloppy. Now the numbers are 25 versus 17, so still 8 higher. And yeah, at this point it's pretty much Suomi being super aggressive. We can see the villager count 55, 64, 57 and 63. So very even. Now Mayans, they get cheaper archers, so that's a good bonus they have going for them. Malay don't get any bonuses regarding archers right off the bat. They only get 30% cheaper elephants. They get cheaper fish traps that provide unlimited food. But yeah, that's not really for... Yeah, that's not very relevant here in Arabia. Let's see. No, this is not live. Is Voobly the evolution of the Microsoft Zone back in the days? There was an interesting conversation about that in the Voobly forums, I think. Or was it? No, I think it was an AoE zone, where they explained pretty much the whole history of Voobly. But yeah, it's a community-made client run by volunteers pretty much. Let's see. I'll look at the base of MBL. Even though he has such a lot of space here back, he's going for a diagonal base. That's quite funny to watch. Still though, one mangonel coming out here. The formation here is not good to fight the mangonel. Oh, he might eat a full shot. That was a good shot. Could have been better, but now the formation is not good. He needs to go for the scattered formation. Oh, that was a great shot. Now if he goes for another one, that's not going to be possible for him. He's going to lose the mangonel, but now the amount of units here, both knights and crossbows, are so much higher for the Suomi team now. However, MBL going up to Imperial Age, the Max going up to Imperial Age himself. So the Max is going to be able to get Arbalest. MBL is going to be able to get Arbalest himself. So we're going to be stuck with Knights plus Arbalest for both teams. We need to keep in mind Nikab only gets Mangonels, so he's not going to be able to go for Angers, as Turks don't get the Anger upgrade. So that might be a weak point for the Max to try and exploit if he sent the villager. Oh, that was a good shot. So if the Max sent villagers forward to try and build a siege workshop, he might be able to take advantage of that and go for Angers. However, what he's going to do instead is he's going to go for an offensive castle. He plays it here super aggressive. And what's the stone count for Nika right now? 147. He doesn't have any castles. He's not going to go for a castle. I was expecting him to try and go for Janissaries, but he's not doing that. He's seeking for mangonels and crossbows. Now in Imperial Age, he's going to go for Arbalest right off the bat. The Max still on his way up. That was a great shot though. Let's see. Castle's going to get denied. This is going to be a doubt castle by the Max. Castle got denied. All the villagers died. Now, this is still not good for... This is not good for the Max. He's going to have to retreat now. He's going to get pushed away by MBL's Arbalest and Knights here. So the Max about to hit Imperial Age. he can go for the Arbalest upgrade, but he is not going to have enough crossbows anymore. At this point, the numbers are very low for him. Down from 28 to only 21. How many Arbalests? 32 here for MBL. The Max was going for the very ballsy play, and now the Siege Workshop. Once again, Nika was not going to be able to do a whole lot. He can go for ramps maybe, but mangonels are not going to be very effective once the Max gets his own Arbalest. We can see now the Mayan player going for additional archery ranges, still mining gold, still mining the resources that he needs, and we're going to take a look at the resources here. So MBL, actually everyone with very little resources. The Max is the only one taking stone, 400 stone at this point, even with the heal advantage, losing the fight. Why? Because MBL has more numbers and better upgrades. So leather archer armor providing +2 protection to the Arbalest of MBL, but only padded archer armor for the Max's units. Now, take a look at this. That's 5 archer ranges, and the Max is going to be producing from all of those except from this one. He should be able to catch back up in terms of numbers, but now Nika is going to go forward with some cavalry units, and being in Castle Age, that means that he's not going to be able to go for Cavalier. So the Max's Arbalests are not going to be threatened very much by Knights and Light Cavalry. But yeah, he's going to need to do something here to stop the huge amount of Arbalest that MBL just managed to snuck inside his base. Castle coming up from the Max. This one got probably deleted. This should be going in favor of the Max. Yeah, there we go. So he's going to ungarrison the units over there, and we have once again 22 Arbalest versus 17 versus 23. So this should be going now in favor of the Max. As soon as he manages to mass all his army, he should be able to clean this up. Now he's going to have to garrison the villagers though, and the villager count right now for the Max is, damn it, I can't find it. There we go. The Max 96 villagers, really taking a hit in terms of eco from that push by Nika for sure, by MBL I mean, sorry. So now finally getting the castle, he's going for nothing right there, actually. Okay, there we go. He's gonna start trying to mass some archers, and Viles is going to start helping here with Samurai. Over this side of the map though, we can see that Viles is going for full castles at this point with 2 castles on the hill. That's going to be very good for him. MBO is going to start taking gold from here. This area is going to get blocked by the villagers, so he's going to need to repair this though. Oh, there we go. So stone wall over there is going to provide protection. At this point, Viles is pretty much safe. And what's the situation like over here? So Samurai are trying to debate some fire over here, but the Max is not really able to still clear this up. So Samurai are going down, but the Max is not able to kill this. Now there are still higher number of Arbalests here for MBL. That's 21 versus 22, actually more Arbalests for the TL player. However, now Nika is going to start providing some Cavaliers soon to come here. So Knights are going to become Cavalier, and that's going to be a much trickier army to fight. Let's see. Just block the trolls and move on. Anyone trolling? I'm gonna bring the band hammer, man. Oh, there we go. Mangonels are going down. Viles, unfortunately, not able to do a whole lot over here. Samurai are alright, but they are not elite even, and they are fighting Cavalier here. So, very good fight from 50M here, pushing with a lot of embark cannons. Nikap going for husbandry, Vilez is going for fletching. Vilez is going to start adding some ranged units himself, but it might be a bit too late. Going for caravan though, let's see. Oh, 2 markets in place here. The max is a couple markets here as well. And what's the situation? Oh, we are starting to see trade from both teams. Let's see. Nikap providing the mid shield here, and MBL providing the range damage, not only with arbalests but also with bombard cannons. What are the guys gonna do about this? So castle coming up from the max outpost, alright, is gonna try to start dealing some damage to Nika, but that's going to be hard, especially as Nika is pulling this castle up, and there's going to be a defensive castle, very well placed. Nikap taking control of this area. With this amount of stables, I'm not really sure what the max is gonna try to do here. He's gonna probably try to start massing plume archers, but Vilez just lost both castles that he had on top of the hill. He's about to lose the 3rd one. That's going to bring his total castle count down to 0 from 1. It's not the ideal situation here for Suomi. 160 population, 182 for the max versus 185, and Nika pretty much popped cap at this point. MBL is gonna start going for watchtowers. Interesting. Siege Workshop is going to go down, and these guys are getting pushed slowly but surely. So AM is looking very, very strong over here. 13 and 11 trade versus 16 and 2 trade only for the Suomi guys. And take a look at this. They are just going straight into either the trade or Vilez's base. And the orange plate doesn't have enough to defend against this. Palisade Gate can go down to 1 shot at the arbalest. Bombard cannons are gonna take down both DC and the castle. And once again, elite samurai are not really gonna do a whole lot versus cavalier. What choices do they have? He can go for halberdier. Halberdier are gonna die to arbalest. What else can he do? Japanese. To fight the bulk of this army, so arbalest and cavalier. I'm not really sure. The samurai are going down quite fast. Now there's a forward siege workshop here in place for MBL. Yellow and green far ahead this game. I would agree. Yes, I would say that's probably safe. Safe thing to say. More siege workshops here from MBL, being the melee player. He's gonna go for more bombard cannons, so yeah, this is gonna go down for sure. Castle already went down. Castle count for Vilez at this point, only 1. They are just going to call the GG. This got open. They have nothing to defend with. Just on the back foot for so long, and I feel like the castle play here from the max. Where was it? Where was the castle? Oh, the castle was placed over here. That was probably the tipping point, in my opinion. Castle didn't go up. Arbalest from the max got exposed. Nikap and MBL pushing with knights and arbalest pushed the max back. And yeah, they just couldn't recover from there. I think that was probably the point where it started snowballing. Throw from Teal, probably. Naturally, MBL is the best. I'm gonna say that you are not biased at all. Alright, we're gonna change the scores. Hold on. That's going to be 3-2, so this is getting heated. This is getting close, guys. We might see all 9 games. We're gonna load the next one after taking a look at the achievements. And so MBL is the best. We are gonna see if the KD supports that statement. Mr. Dwayhow, be ready to either be super proud or embarrassed. You ready? Now. Oh my god, over 2-1, you're right. MBL was the best, look at that. So winning team and MVP as well. There you go. Even top 3, I would agree. I would probably place MBL in the same batch as the Viper and Leary. Of course, probably the Viper is the undisputed top 1, but probably Leary and MBL very close, number 2 and 3, in no particular order. But yeah, MBL playing out of his mind here. Very solid game from him. The timeline seems to support that hypothesis. Look at that thick yellow timeline. Getting thick. Alright, I'm gonna load the next game and we're gonna jump straight into it. Let's see. Alright. Okay, there we go. 6th game of the series between AM and Suomi. 2v2s, rated games, no tournament, no anything, just rated games, recorded games from a couple of weeks ago. Still, alright. Top 3, Viper, Leary, and Mr. Yo. This might get controversial. Mr. Yo is very solid as well. Some people would probably place VV in the top 3 as well. Oh, top 3 in team games? Yeah, that's probably different. The Max gotta be up there. The Max gotta be probably top 1 in team games. He's just so good. Yo, Vivi and Tato? Really? Would you say that? Vivi lost to Mr. Yo. Well, now a team ranking would probably, I mean like team player ranking would probably have the Max close to top 1 for sure. Not really sure about who else to go there. They do quite well. All the Suomi guys. Mr. Yo is also quite good in team games. SY was quite dominant before Suomi got big. Alright guys, let's get into the game. The Max here playing Koreans and Viles in this area, both of them in the east of the map. On the east, I mean, sorry. Viles is going to be playing Persians, so we have Koreans and Persians, cavalry saved Koreans, towers and naval. They do get fully upgraded arbalest though, so if they don't go for towers, they can potentially go for arbalest. As for Nikab and MBL, so we still have the same team as the last game. Nikab's getting Celts, and he's going to be facing the Max's Koreans. And MBL is going to get Portuguese, he's going to be facing Viles's Persians. Ah, interesting. Portuguese. Gunpowder and naval. Ah, that's going to be tricky. Portuguese get fully upgraded arbalest, they get organ guns, they get good gunpowder. But Persians, man, knights get +2 attack versus archers, so that's going to be tricky for the Portuguese player. As for Celts, infantry of course, siege very well. What do you think about this? Siege and infantry plus gunpowder versus towers and archers plus cavalry, pretty much. This is very interesting. Celts don't get bloodlines, so I'm not sure if we're gonna see the Celt player going for scouts. But if MBL goes for scouts, then Nika will probably have to go for crossbows. Then I mean for archers, but Celts don't really get good archers. So I'm not really sure about that. I think MBL will be fine in the long run. You're talking about this game, right? MBL lost to Tati. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a look at the map. Main goal here on the back for Nika. Secondary goal kind of forward here. He can potentially go for a wall here and secure that. Where's the other goal? Third goal for him, super forward, so that's not good. As for the Max, main goal forward, secondary goal forward, and third goal even more forward. So the resource generation for the max is not good at all. As for Vilese, we have forward gold over here, main gold, kind of forward as well. He does... No, this is a neutral one. Where is the third gold for him? 1, 2... Oh, the third... Oh, Suomi is getting forward resources. Both of them are getting all 3 golds forward. And there is a back wool line over here for the max, and for Vilese, yeah, he has a back wool line, but it's a bit too far away. He's gonna choose to go to the forward, to the front wool line, I mean. As for MBL, he's getting back gold, very nice. Secondary goals a bit exposed. The third goal is here inside the walls though, so that's quite good for him. Yeah, I think the map generation is kind of bad for Suomi. Yeah, I think that's the case. So Villa is a kneecap, and the max are going out to fuel age right now. Imagine an 10 minutes castle age time, only in Fortress. So yeah, I'm not really sure what we're gonna see AM do. They are in a kind of a tricky situation. Fortunately, the map generation was very good for them. KD 0-0 for all 4 players, so no casualties just yet. Resource gathering for MBL is looking quite good. He is going for Castle Age by the looks of it, yes. 25 villagers going right now for Loom, but this is open. So that's going to be interesting. If he cannot close this, he might get harassed. Although, let's see over here. Oh, look at that! Nikav's gonna go forward. He was probably expecting the max to go and try to trash, and Nikav's going to be ahead. He's going to start trashing himself. Let's see. Okay, this is yeah, the colors here, we're probably gonna do this for the time being, otherwise it's just very hard. Tower from the max is not going to go up. Now Nika with the militias here, with the scouts, going to have the upper hand in this fight. He might start losing villagers here, the max. Almost 1 villager down, no. He's just going to walk back, he's just going to walk back, he's just going to garrison, but he's going to lose 1 villager. So men at arms into towers for Nikab. Very solid play, getting 1 villager already. This is gonna deny the gold, and we have to remember that all the resources are forward for both Suomi team members. So we have this one here super far away, this one's gonna get denied by the same tower. And what is he gonna do? Does he know about this? Let me see. He knows about this one. Does Nikab knows about this? He knows about it as well. He's probably gonna be able to use the scout here to make sure that the max is not taking that goal. Anyway, do we have anything else going on over here? So Vilese actually managing to snipe 1 villager. Almost getting another one, almost getting the opening over there. What is he going to do? He can potentially get rid of the spearman, but he's going to take 1 free hit. And that's going to be the end of the aggression for Vilese right now. We have we have 1 villager down for the max, 1 villager down for Nikab. But I would probably say that Nikab's push is probably more dangerous here, more threatening. Let's take a look at the resources from the max. He's gonna have enough resources to go for a counter tower over here. 3 villagers. Oh, the trap! Not gonna work! Nikab's gonna go right back. Tower rushing the Koreans. Bold strategy. Get ahead, man, and get ahead of the game. But let's see. Vilese is still with a couple of scouts over here, trying to find any opportunity that he can get to snipe 1 villager or 2. There's 1 spearman over here. He can potentially get rid of this spearman and probably get 1 or 2 villagers. But let's see. He's gonna cause some idle time over there. Alright, that's not going to be a big deal. Nikab, on the other hand, was probably trying to go with the scout over here to scout that area, make sure that the max doesn't get access to any gold. And what he's still gonna do, he doesn't yeah, he doesn't have access to gold. He's gonna need to do something. He's gonna need to go for a market for sure to try and sell resources. This is good though. This tower is going to go up. But he's not going to be able to take any more resources with those villagers. That villager almost going down. 1 HP grill. A very good tower. Now, this tower also has the elevation advantage and has more villagers inside. So as soon as the max gets villagers out to repair the tower, that's going to be game for Nikab probably. Over here though, let's see, Nikab flare in this area, going for an outpost. 6 scouts, he's going to lose one more. He's going to lose one more for sure, there you go. So the girl is going to go down, that's going to be 2 villagers down for Nikab at this point. And I'm not completely sure about the Max's situation, but he's at the very least 3 villagers behind in comparison to Vilese at the very least. He probably went for wheelbarrow. I think that might be the case. We're gonna take a look at the villager to see the resource count. But this game is getting so messy already. Let's see. No, he didn't get wheelbarrow, so he's just behind. Probably idle to see. He most likely went into town watch as well. That's probably also part of the reason why he's behind. Nikab though is gonna try to rush the tower down. No, he's probably gonna lose the villager over there to the tower. Let's see. That's 1 villager down. There you go. Oh, potentially another one. MBA is gonna be here to protect the girl. Villes is finally being pushed back. There are some bodies here, and if we take a look at Nikab's villager count, he is significantly behind. So not only did he lose a villager here to the tower, but also apparently he lost a couple of villagers here to the scouts. So very well played, very well defended here from Suomi. This tower is probably gonna go up, and let's take a look at the resources from the max. He doesn't have enough. He has enough to go for a tower, but he doesn't know about this yet. Nikab here in a good position to defend with the men at arms and the scout. MBL is going to go around with the scout and get some scouting information. And quite interestingly, Nikab's not taking any gold himself. So 110 gold. Where is he taking gold from? Does he have any gold miners even? Nikab, gold. He doesn't have any gold miners. Vilese almost hitting Castle Age. He's gonna be in a good position to start helping his teammate. MBL already in the Castle Age. What is he going for? Castle up already? Yeah, there we go. So he was the one going for fast castle. So that's going to be the second TC coming up. Castle already up. Most likely gonna go for organ guns. Gunpowder units once again. Very, very strong, very hard to counter in Castle Age. So that's going to be very, very good for him. Potentially the max can go for defensive towers. This tower from Nika was super effective. He's going to push the max away from the stone, but now he was able to get control of this goal once again. Now there are a couple of Minotaurs and Spearmen over here. Viles is not going to be able to defend these villagers, but the tower is going to go up regardless. There we go, that's going to be good enough to defend the gold. And that's going to be so important for him. The max still, at this point, very close from going up to Castle Age. And what's the situation for Nikab on the other hand? He doesn't really have the resources. He's a bit far away from Castle Age. He has less villagers, or at least now he has the same amount of villagers, but he's going to be the last guy to go up to Castle Age. So MBL right now massing the organ guns, going at this point with 7, and he's going to go for now couple of knights. Let's see how much damage are they taking. They're going to need to get scattered, otherwise they are going to take just so much damage. This is still kind of effective for the knights, but fighting under the castle is not good. So it's going to go back. Probably going to try to mass more. So 2 stables. He's going to go for a siege workshop. Not completely sure about going for mangonels. Going for rams might be more effective. Going for mangonels is not gonna work versus gunpowder. Let's see here though. Let's see here. Oh, he didn't manage to get a single villager. He lost both scouts. He got trapped here though, so he didn't really have much of a choice. Anyway, MBL is going to push him away from here. And yeah, Viles is gonna have to go for more knights or something here. Mangonel! I'm not sure about this decision. I'm not sure I agree with that. Gunpowder is just so strong. Now MBL is gonna place a very ballsy castle here. The mangonel is going to be good for this at least, to defend against the castle for sure. We got one conversion, there we go. So a couple of knights from Viles were over here, one got converted. The castle is not going to get denied, but it seems like he's gonna try to mass more knights once again. There we go. He's gonna delete the castle. He's probably gonna try and place it over here, so that's going to be a more conservative placement. Over here probably. Okay, there we go. So he's going to take advantage of the hill. He's going to place it as high as possible. And what do we have over here? So Nikau flaring this area, trying to lame the goal, going for a house over here. And the Max chasing the villagers away with spearmen. So we have disease coming up here that's going to secure the gold for sure. Nikau trying to take the market down, not gonna work. Interesting. Let's see. The only real counter against organs is the mango. You think so? That's quite good. Oh, repairing this. Okay, hopefully that's gonna work for Viles then. He certainly was able to push the castle back at the very least. It's good learning from the chat as well. I have seen monks trade well. What else can trade with organ guns? Well, I remember Viper saying in an interview after building Lear with organ guns that mangonels trade fine in Castle Age. I have seen monks trade as well. Viper said so. Alright. So we have 2 castle production. Yes. He doesn't have the resources though. Yeah, he can keep going. MBL is gonna get redemption, that's a good play. Portuguese get all the monk upgrades except for illumination, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he can get a block printing for more range, and he can get redemption, and he should be able to convert this fairly safely. He can even go for... Okay, there you go. He can go for sanctity, and that's gonna make the monks tankier. So tanky monks with long range that can convert siege is probably going to counter this army of 2 mangonels. Though the knights are not gonna stand a chance versus the organ guns, at least not with these numbers. I've never played versus organ guns. I want to play with organ guns. I'm not very good playing with unique units myself. Aztec monks trade well. Okay, let's see. There we go! Sanctity! Poggers! Getting both conversions? Let's see. Both conversions, only losing a single monk, and now 2 mangonels for him. RIP! If he goes for... oh yeah, he doesn't get illumination. Portuguese don't get illumination, that's the only one that they don't get. Otherwise, that would be OP. Imagine sanctity, redemption, block printing, and illumination, that'd be so good. He can potentially go for theocracy though, to make microing a bit easier for him. Let's see. Oh, that's good. He still has another one though. Magnet going down to the organ guns. What's going on over here? So we have in the north the Max and Nika, which once again we're gonna have to switch team colors for. I'm trying to trade now with mangonels, monks, and pikemen in the case of the Korean player. Interesting. So all 4 players in Castle Age, population 76, 53 for AM, 78 and 58 for Suomi, so still with the upper hand in terms of eco. Those are very solid defense here from the Max. Pushing Nikab back, that looks very good. And also Viles is supporting the Max's defense with going with the scouts forward, raiding Nikab a little bit, putting some pressure on him. Hello Denmark. Play of the game, the conversions here might be, but it's still too early. He's still adding more monks. If we see like 3 to 4 Magno conversions without losing a single monk, that'll be the game. That'll be the game 100%. Offensive castle here from MBL, that's going to surround the base. So he has one here, he's gonna have one here. If he went for another one here, that'll be just too much, I guess. Are the civs blind picked or round picked? These are random civs if I'm not mistaken. Let's see over here. So the Max and Viles are trying to take control of this neutral gold. Alright, the Viles by going for an additional TC. Monastery going up for Nikab. Nikab going for monks. Let's see, Celts. I think Celts don't get redemption. If I'm quite confident, but I don't want to be mistaken. I am quite confident they don't get redemption. Yeah, they don't. So he's not going to be able to convert siege. Koreans don't either. They don't get either redemption or atonement. So they can't convert siege or monks. And the situation here is looking fantastic for MBL. Going for the yellow organ guns, this is so much resembling the Viper. You just can't ignore it. We have to address the elephant in the room. Yellow organ guns and not Viper. I don't know, man. Hacks. Alright, there we go. 1 TC going down. How many TCs left here for Viles? So that's 1, 2 only. He's going for defensive towers. Defensive towers are not going to do a whole lot versus Rams. Organ guns are just about to slaughter villagers. And now the villager count 99, 98, 95, 94. And Viles is starting to drop everything. The guard towers are going to go down to the Rams for sure. Villagers cannot repair under this with this amount of organ guns, and this gotta be the GG. This gotta be the GG, and if that's the case, then the 2 Magno conversions might have been the play of the game. If Magnos do trade effectively versus organ guns, then converting the only 2 defensive Magnos with monks, with very well upgraded monks, that's just so good, man. Villager count for Viles dropping dramatically now. 80 villagers only, about to lose about 6 more over here. Situation's not looking good for him. Still 3 TCs because of the extra one over here. He's trying to migrate towards... Oh, 2 additional TCs, that's gonna bring the TC count up to 5. Although this one is not going to... Oh, he's gonna keep making villagers with that one. Alright. But this is so bad. This is so bad. This is incredibly bad. In before the ram arrives, guard tower is going to go down to the ram and to the organ guns. Villagers going down, 76 villagers now for Viles. The Max trying to put some pressure over here to MBL, so going for an offensive castle. MBL doesn't really have a lot to worry about though. He is killing Viles single-handedly over here. Siege Workshop is going to go up. It's probably not going to do a whole lot. He's going to kill Magnus now, but I expect MBL to start sending monks over. He has 3 over here. He should be able to convert those. But let's see. Oh! That's quite disruptive. Mangonel in your face. Castle in your face. And it seems like this is actually working versus MBL. At least it's managing to push him away from the goal. I think he should still be able to take goal if he plays the mining camp over here. But still, I don't think that's enough to offset the situation for Viles here with only 80 villagers. Although at this point, none of the players is above 100 villagers. The Max and MBL are both going to Imperialage. Now, MBS doesn't really have to do anything here with the castles. He doesn't really need to go for trebuchets, so he's probably just gonna go for elite organ guns. There's not much left here to destroy for MBL. While the Max, who is going to be up faster, is going to be in a good position to start taking TCs down with trebuchets. And Viles is just doing a good job trying to survive here, but 0 military units. So it's very soon this is going to turn out into a 2v1, and the Max is going to have to pop off here just to hold until Viles can get back on his foot. On his fit. Fit. Damn it, freaking English. MBL going in, yes. Imp will allow traps. Yeah, MBL doesn't really need to worry about offensive traps. He is gonna need to worry about this castle. The good thing for him is that he has more castles, but I'm not sure if he's going to prioritize organ gun production or trebuchet production. With this one, it seems like he's going for organ guns. He's going for the trebuchet here, but yeah, the Max already has one here. He's going to go for the second one, and he's going to target this right away. So going for ballistics right now, playing Koreans means that he's probably going to start going. He's going to start going for arbalest. There we go. So we have war wagons being chased away by spearmen or pikemen rather, and he's going to have arbalists coming up very soon. Arbalists, of course, are going to counter the pikemen, and just a larger number of trebuchets is going to work wonders versus MBL space. And it seems like the Max is pushing this quite effectively. So if he plays the war wagon here in defensive stance, he could potentially kill a couple of villagers. This TC is going to go down, and now MBL is going to find himself with 3 TCs. However, the Max is getting targeted now by MBL, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. And not only that, but also Nikov here. Yeah, the Treb war here. Well, not really a Treb war, as Nikov didn't have a Treb out. Too much pressure for the Max to handle. 111 population, he felt the pressure. Yeah, it was to be expected, but it was a good attempt still by the Max. Yes, there we go. 3-3. 3-3? What? 3-3. There we go. And we have seen 6 games already. We're gonna jump into the achievements. Guys, we're gonna go for a small break. 2 minutes break, and then we're gonna go for the final stretch of however many games are left. So at the very least we have 2 games to go, but we might be seeing 3 more games. So we're gonna take a look at the achievements, and then we're gonna go for a small break. Let's see. Military stats. Insane KD for MBL to please Mr. J How, MBL fan. The Max doing alright, alright trade, 35-33. But yeah, that was so bad for Viles, losing so many villagers. Falling behind so bad. As for eco stats, we can see MBL getting more of everything except for food. But yeah, very well played. You can pause if you want to see any particular screen. Thick timeline. Yellow bar here. MBL too thick, man. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking nonsense. Let's get into the break, and we're gonna be back in 2 minutes and a half for the final stretch, be it 2 or 3 games. So hope to see you here in about 2 minutes and a half. Alright guys, we're back. We're gonna go for the final games now. So sorry about the wait. Let's see, we are currently at 3-3, so it's a tie. Let's see. The next game should be loaded now. Yes, here we go. Perfect. Welcome everyone to the 7th game of NBL and NICAP, actually no, of AM versus Suomi. This time around we still have NBL and NICAP representing AM, and still the Max and Viles are representing Suomi as usual. Let's take a look at this. So NICAP playing blue, he's going to be getting Indians, and NBL playing yellow once again, getting Italians, so camels and archers. Italians, if I'm not mistaken, they are archery and naval. Although they also get cheaper gunpowder units. Italian player is going to be facing the Max, who is playing Persians. So once again, same situation, archers. Good archers, fully upgraded archers versus strong anti-archer knight line. So Persian knights, cavalier and paladins +2 attack versus archers. Vilese here is going to be getting Khmer. Naisiv, he can save quite a bit of wood by going up without the needed buildings, because that's a bonus for them. They don't need the required buildings to go up. They also get 15% faster elephants. They get garrisoning houses. So if he goes for a house wall over here and still, let's say, scouts manage to break in, he can garrison in the houses, so that's quite handy. Khmer, other than elephants, the faster elephants, they get almost fully upgraded arbalest except for thumb ring. That's quite a controversial decision in the community. Some people believe they should be getting thumb ring because they don't really get a whole lot other than that. Some people don't. And Italians here now, the situation for Italians versus Persians is quite peculiar, because even though Persians get bonus damage versus archers, Italians get access to Genoese crossbow, which is the anti-cavalry archer unit. Not anti-cavalry archer unit, but the anti-cavalry archer unit. Anyway, it's very unlikely that we're gonna see, although this being a team game, it's very unlikely to see Genoese crossbows in 1v1s. In a team game, we might see them, but I'm not sure. You have to keep in mind that producing Genoese from the castle is a lot slower than producing knights from stables, so yeah, you need to get a decent amount of units before you can effectively fight knights. Alright, let's take a look at the maps. So, NBL gets forward gold over there, facing towards the max space. He gets a secondary goal also forward. Where is the third goal? Third goal is over here, so facing Nikov space, but it's behind the tree line. So not very accessible resource. It's going to have to protect this either with walls or by placing the barracks here. Yeah, it's going to need to protect this area, otherwise it's going to be hard for NBL to take resources. As for his teammate Nikov, he's getting a back goal, although very far away behind the tree line. He gets a back main goal, so that's a lot better, and he gets a third goal forward. As for Vilese, the situation is secondary goal forward, main goal kind of forward, third goal kind of forward as well. Not the best situation for him either. So Vilese, very comparable map to NBL's. As for the Max, main goal on the back, secondary goal on the back. whereas the third goal is forward, so he gets a bit better map here. He's most likely gonna go for a DC over here in Castle Age for sure. Now, all players going out to Field Age except for MBL. MBL at this point is going for a Drush, and it seems like he might be trying to go for Fast Castle. Yeah, 2 more villagers, that's going to be 24. Yeah, he's going for Fast Castle. So Nika's going to be the first guy to be up at under 8 minutes, under 9 minutes I mean. He's going for the barracks right now. He's gonna be going for scouts most likely. So fortunately for them, they can do this magic army of scouts plus archers in Field Age. As for Suomi, Persians and Khmer, they can also do the same, Persian scouts and Khmer archers. Still though, the max is going to go forward right now. And I think MBL saw that. I think MBL saw that. He goes for a tower here, so he's gotta have knowledge of what the map of MBL looks like. So he knows about the forward gold, but he doesn't really know about the other one. He didn't scout this one. Where is the other one? He didn't scout this one. So if he goes for a tower here, no, what is he gonna do? He's going to go for the tower on the berries. Interesting. Let's take a look at the Drush here. Drush is not going to be able to do anything against the lumberjacks over there. Berries are protected as well. Wood line's protected. Everything's protected. He's not going to be able to do anything to the max. Let's see over here. Vilez is going super forward. Both Suomi guys are going full aggression. Forward archer range. He was trying to go for a tower, I feel like, but he is going to get pushed back by Nikab. And this tower went up already for the max, yes, and now both archer ranges are gonna get denied, so that's going to put MBL at a disadvantage here. The archer ranges are going to take a good while now to go up. Berries are getting denied, so that's going to be a food problem kind of soon for MBL. He's going to find himself in a very tricky spot. Not only is he going to need to go for farms, he's going to run out of food in about 2 villagers time, but he also is going to have to afford archer production, so that's a lot of wood that he doesn't really have right now. Only 4 lumberjacks. No, 11, my bad. But let's see this. Going for the villager war. Trash units are not going to be super effective versus villagers, but that's 1 villager down. The max doing a great job over here. So that's a KD. Oh. Come on, really? What? I cannot switch to the right one. There we go. That's a positive KD for the max. Right now it's quite even though. We need to keep in mind that many of those units that the yellow player lost were villagers, while I believe most of the units that the max lost were military units for sure. So still 4 forward villagers for the max are alive. Many of those are weak, but they're still alive, so that's what counts. The 4 is going quite well for him. As for Vileza, he's going to go for a tower over here that's going to deny the berries. He did a good job here, walling his own units, and now let's see how Nika reacts to that. He's gonna go inside, start trying to target the skirmishers over there. And yeah, that tower is going to go down for sure. So the forward from Vileza is not going so well. So it seems like Vilez is gonna find himself on his back feet. On the back foot, rather. Freaking English expressions, man. Don't judge me. And yeah, the max did a good amount of damage. Now he can probably go back. Back at home, he's quite safe. So yeah, the game's not over yet. But the situation for MBL is not good. 4 villagers behind in comparison to Nikov. Although the Max and Villes, both of them under 30 villagers. Villes at this point 3 villagers behind Nikov, behind MBL, I mean. Uh-oh. One villager not gonna go down. At this point the archers don't really have fletching, so they are not gonna be dealing a whole lot of damage. Some good micro. Okay, he's gonna lose one. But that archer is going to go down for sure. There we go. At this point, Vilese is still trying to put some pressure on Nikov. Yeah, but 1 scout's probably enough to clean this up. So let's see. Bring in the spearman, that's quite good. The forward from Vilese didn't go so well, so he probably just brought all the villagers back. He's going for blacksmith right now, and let's take a look at the resources. Yeah, everyone's super low, so no castle age for the time being. Very, very aggressive games. Almost as if it was a tournament or as if there was a prize pool. Let's see though, it seems like MBL knows about... Oh, just by 1 tile! He saw this just by 1 tile. He's going to trap the villagers. Oh! He's going to get away. He's going to get away. Oh, he got away. He might lose them to archers though. These archers still don't have fletching, but they are still faster. There you go. That's going to be 2 villagers down for the max at this point. 31 villagers in total. That's going to go down from 32 to 31 once again. And what is Vilese going to do? So 2 spearmen over here. He really needs to protect the spearmen. The spearmen are gonna die a lot faster to skirmishers than the scouts are gonna die to the spearmen. So this is a bit of a miss micro, let's see. Yes, that's a bit of a miss micro. Now he might lose the spearman. There we go, 1 half HP already. The other one kind of weak as well. And this is no longer good. Even if he gets rid of all the scouts, even if he does, he doesn't really have the numbers advantage anymore, so that's not going in favor of Vilese. The max, 33 villagers going for wheelbarrow, that's gonna make him fall behind even further. And oh man, it's not good. Hello, Maldita Manu. Recorded games, yes. But yeah, Vilese is not at an advantage anymore. He's going to lose all the skirmishers over here. For this long series, I kind of prefer the Rex, not the 5-minute breaks, Rex delay nonsense. Yeah, that's for sure like a pro for going for recorded games. I think that's also the reason why it's usually preferred. Oh, look at this! The 3 archers wreaking havoc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villagers. 7 villagers. That's going to be... Oh no, he didn't notice. It took too long for Villes to notice this. Look at the villager count, 30 villagers. AM, both guys already already above 40 villagers. He just called the GG. And I just had to wonder what the voice call was when he realized about that. He must have gone like, oh dude, GG. But no wait, no GG man, no wait, we can still, no GG, and just type in GG and not caring about anything. That's so many villagers lost to a couple of archers. That was so bad. Very sneaky play from MBL, who was mainly fighting the max. Just diverted 3 archers into Villese's base, and that was it. That was the game. Well, we didn't see the Imperial Age after all. Gonna take a look at the achievements, and we're gonna go straight into the next game. KD right off the bat, very good for Nikov. Villese's forward was super bad. He lost a lot of units, lost all the skirmishers, then back at home lost villagers. It was just a disaster piece. MBL doing very well. The max pretty neutral. Yeah, not a very long game. More food and wood for Nikop. Alright. More stone and gold for MBL. Alright. Yeah, this time around we get thick lines for everyone but Vilese. We're gonna load the next game now. And let me update the scores. So we have AM4. They only need one more game. They get this one, they're gonna get the best of 9. Alright, there we go. Did he hit Vilese somewhere else? How can you miss it? I was checking on the Max versus MBL, I think. That was a lot of villagers, yes. So yeah, I was saying that usually... Oh yeah, I was explaining this as well. Usually for tournaments it is preferred to cast recorded games. Even though it is quite exciting to have live games, it takes a long time to set up. You can have a lot of difficulties, technical difficulties, and then you can have breaks between games. That's not ideal. Oh! Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he was getting hit somewhere else. He was losing the skirmishers, although I'm not sure. I think probably the moment Nikov started getting the skirmishers, MBL started striking the villagers. So it was probably a coordination thing. I think they were probably very coordinated. They usually do that. They try to debate your attention, hitting you somewhere before actually doing the damage somewhere else, so that you don't notice. Usually these players notice, but it seems like it worked this time for MBL for sure. Yeah, he was busy getting absolutely destroyed by Nikov. Alright, thank you for the kind words. You nice person. You kind sir. He went team. Oh. Alright, let's see. 8th game? Yes, 8th game of the series going to feature MBL and Nikov once again versus Vilese and the Max as usual. So we didn't see Hart and Leary anymore. So AM is going to be represented by MBL and Nikov. Potentially in the final game of the series. So match point, we can say. MBL getting Khmer. He's going to be playing with Nikov, who's getting Saracens, so Khmers and Saracens. The Saracen player is going to be facing Persians, so Vilis, Persians, and the Max is going to be getting Malay. Malians, no. Malians, yes, they're going to be getting... No, actually. Yeah, Malian. I can see the Gibetto picture here. That's a very nice selfie. She's quite cute. So Malay, damn it, Malians can go for archers. They don't get the final attack upgrade though, so only up to Botkin arrow. The Persian player, anti-archer, cavalry units, and what do we get for Nikov here? Saracens, so good cavalry archers. Saracens, they are one of 2 civilizations that get the complete archer range line. They get fully upgraded arbalists, they get fully upgraded cavalry archers, they get hand cannoneer even as well, and the Mamelukes pretty strong, although usually not seen very much. So we're most likely gonna see either archers into cavalry archers for the Saracen player. Although he might be going for scouts as well, as he is playing with MBL, who is getting Khmer, and Khmer don't really get viable archery. Oh, wait a moment. Hold on. What is this? Oh, the chat here from this guy's stream is showing. I'm not sure whose record unrecorded file this is. But we're gonna see probably the chat here. Well, what you gonna do? Can't fix it now. As for the Max and Viles, Persians and Malians, damn it. Yeah, Persians gonna go for scouts for sure. Malians gonna go for archers for sure. And yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see. I think it's very likely. However, let's see. Alright, he's gonna send a couple of villagers over here to take some wood. I thought he was potentially sending villagers forward. That's not the case. Oh, but we're gonna see 4 villagers from the Max going aggressive. So the Malian player is gonna go aggressive. He doesn't. He has the barracks right now. He's missing 1 militia, and he's gonna send those forward with the villagers for sure. Let's see. Wolf going down. Minimal impact in this guerrilla's HP. Going for the 3rd militia right now, so Thrush plus villagers, what is it gonna do? And I want to take a look at the map. So he's gotta have spotted forward resources here. Actually, no. Look at that, so MBL has forward resources. His map is kind of bad. All 3 goals are forward, but the Max doesn't know about this. He's just going just because. And it's just very fortunate that his tower rush is actually gonna have a great impact. This is just lucky. Let's see. All 4 players in village already. Trade is going in favor of the Max. There we go. And this is so inconvenient for MBL for sure. So he didn't even know this. Yeah, the Max didn't even know about the resource location he's going to go for. He doesn't seem to be going for towers just yet though. He's going for an archer range. And the Persian player should be trying to go for scouts. There we go. So he already has 2 scouts. He's trying to go for the walls back at home. Playing super safe as the Max goes YOLOing around. Because why not? Because YOLO, right? Go YOLO because YOLO, man. What is he gonna do? I'm very intrigued as to see what he does. Minotaurs are not going to do a whole lot of damage. Oh, tower here. That wood line is going to get denied. Does he have any other wood lines? This one is super far away. He doesn't. The map is so bad for MBL. A single wood line on the back. I think potentially he could still have tried to get the tower up, because that would have caused some idle time for MBL. But he chose to go back instead. Now if he brings the villagers over, he's still not in a good position to fight here. Now with the spearman, that might be the case though. Let's see. Spearman is going to go down, but there is one very low HP scout. Now with the villagers, he might be able to snipe the scout. And this fight might go either way. We're gonna turn this on, otherwise it's very hard to tell who is who. But there we go, so losing villagers, losing units, military units for the blue player, who in this case is MBL, are looking solid. So it seems like the Max is going back now with only 3 villagers left. Alright, so MBL 26 villagers, the Max 23, so he lost another villager over there. 2 villagers behind. There we go, we can turn this off now. What do we have here? It seems like Nika was gonna try to go around and probably strike the Max back at home. 3 archers, no fletching, not gonna be a huge issue. Although at this point, the Max, yeah, he can potentially go for a defensive tower if he needs to. Although, yeah, without fletching, those archers are not gonna be extremely dangerous. He can potentially just quick wall. What happened for that game? Oh, you missed the last game. Viles got absolutely destroyed by NBL. He was fighting Nikov. He got distracted by the alarm sound of his units being killed by Nikov, and NBL started killing villagers in the woodland, and he killed like 7 villagers. So that was it. That wasn't village. Alright, there we go. So the Max is not gonna be in troubles here. Villes is going to be able to take care of this. Oh, although now only one scout remaining. That was a very good play. In the end, the spearmen were very effective, and now these archers do have fletching, so they are just a little bit more dangerous, more powerful. Let's see, he's gonna go for a diagonal gate, probably. Yeah, there we go. No problem. He can still walk inside here. He probably doesn't know. I think the scouting the scouting is not great for these guys. No, they don't know about this. It's open, but they don't know. This is still quite good though. The forward forced MBL into not taking gold. And now Nikov's gonna lose the archer here to villagers. Maybe? No. Okay, so that's gonna cause some idle time. That's well played by Nikov. And yeah, they are just holding on quite well. At this point, MBL has 33 villagers, so it's still higher than the max, but lower than Nikov and Vileza. Let's see though. I think probably Suomi should have the edge over here. Yes, there we go. So the max chasing this, chasing the scouts away with the spearmen. Almost losing one villager. Okay, good micro, good micro. Oh, one villager might go down. No. MBL is just microing the scouts out of his mind. He might be able to pick both villagers though, but let's see. There are 4 spearmen here right now. No, it's not going to be, no amount of micro is going to get you around 4 spearmen defending villagers. Nikov is going to, MBL is going to go for the defensive tower over here though. That's going to grant him control of this gold finally. And he's going to be able to start taking some gold. Now the resource count, we can see it's looking very good for MBL. 449, 59, 69, pretty much 500 food. Vilesa is going to click up, Nikov is going to click up. And we have one player from each team going up to Castle Age. And what does that mean? Vilesa going up with Persians, gonna go into Knights for sure. So Knights are going to be great versus archers from the Saracens. They're going to be, even scouts, they're going to be great versus archers from Khmer. And what does Nikov get? Playing Saracens, he's gonna get crossbows or cavalry archers. Remember about the bonuses of Saracens? They get +4 attack on buildings with cavalry archers, and they get +2 attack on buildings from regular foot archers. So it's very likely that the Saracen guy is going to go for archer units, which means that Vilese going for knights should be alright. Should be alright. Oh, that's not good. Sorry? What happened? Oh, there we go. Yes, thank you guys for using the comments. Thank you, Zayhal. Yes. Stable coming up. The tower is not really going to achieve very much other than denying this, but it's not going to last there very long as MBL is also going up. Now the only guy left in Feudal Age is going to be the Max. Yeah, going for stone walls right now. So yeah, that's going to protect him quite well. The Khmer player is most likely going to go into crossbows though, so he might still be able to kill a couple of villagers here. Now, let's see. Where are the knights coming from, the Persian player? There we go. So one stable over there, does he have another one? Yeah, 2 stable production. Adding a second TC, is he gonna add the third one? He's not adding the third TC, so he's gonna try to invest a lot into army, not really go for the full boom. Over here though, just 2 crossbows are dealing a lot of damage to the Max's villagers. As much as losing 2 over here. And 3 if we can see the body here rotting. Yeah, this is not good. Villes is going to need to carry this quite heavily, otherwise they might lose the game because the Max is still caught in... Okay, there we go. He's going out to Castle right now. with very few villagers, to be honest. MBL's already in Castle Age and he has more villagers than him. So he's gonna start falling behind probably by 6-7 villagers, maybe up to 8 villagers. And oh, that's a great move. That's a great move. Oh. One villager going down. Let's see. Another villager going down. That's a very good use of the scouts over there. Not fast enough, the quick walls here from Vilese, and that's a couple of picks. Free picks over there for MBL, who is now only 4 villagers behind. So this girl is going to be safe, the TC is going to protect those. And I want to see MBL, does he have extra TCs or is he going for 1 TC only? Yes, he's going for 1 TC, Battle Elephant, Siege Workshop. Alright. Oh, Khmer. Very good siege as well. They get +1 range on the Scorpions. Oh, that's one more villager that he's going to lose. But now take a look at this. Villager count still kind of skyrocketing a little bit for Vilese. He's probably gonna have to delete the TC over here. But yeah, at this point already 5 villagers more than MBL. And Nikop though, the start of the game, 54 villagers. He was getting harassed here by knights, but he was quite safe. He is already fully walled. He's going for 3 TCs. He's going to start skyrocketing himself. That's going to be very tricky for Suomi to fight. Saracens, Imperial Age are very strong. So 3 elephants going for his own monks as well to convert them back when they get converted. I have seen that. I have seen that being done in the past. You go for elephants, you go for your own monks, so you get converted, no problem, just convert back. But of course, most likely the monks are there to convert the knights from Vilese. But it's a very fun meme thing to say, and it has happened in the past, alright? Now, the +2 attack versus archer knights cannot really find the crossbows anymore. He doesn't know where they are. Yeah, that's a very good position for those crossbows. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot over there. He's probably going to need to bring Mangonel. I'm not sure if he has a siege workshop. He has one, but it's forward, so never mind. There we go. TC going up now, this time for real. Defensive Mangonel for the Khmer player. Going for Scorpions. Interesting. So Scorpions for Khmers, they are very good. They have +1 range, so that's 8 range. It's very hard to get to those Scorps, especially if he gets the monks here to protect from the knights. He gets the battle elephants as well. They just chew the knights, especially in this kind of formations because of the splash damage. But yeah, at this point it seems like Vilese doesn't really know what to do. He knows about the archers being around, but he cannot stay here as he needs to go forward and start doing damage. But the Max is going to lose 4 villagers here. Now, he was behind already. At this point he is only at 38 villagers, 37 even. Lowest vill count in the game. Game looking super rough for Suomi. Might be the 5-3 that I didn't want to see. I wanted to go for all 9 games, but this might be it. Although that was quite good. Scorpions are going down. The Max's pikemen are getting to the elephants, into the knights. And actually, that was not a bad fight for the Max. Interesting. He's still 11 villagers behind in comparison to MBL. But that was not bad. That could have been a lot worse. Especially as he mostly lost pikemen. Well, you see, these kind of things, they don't notice at times. I'm not sure. They must be distracted here trying to repair the tower or something, but he's getting raided by pikemen. He's not doing anything about it. There we go. He's garrisoning right now. If those were knights, those would have been a lot more losses. Well, thank you, no notion. Hello, Iron Chef. What do we have here? Nika with crossbows. An MBL with elephants. Yeah, that's going to be a very tricky army to fight, especially if you're so far behind the Nico as the Max is right now. Let's take a look at the TC count. It seems like he was trying to go for 1 TC full aggression, but he got destroyed. He lost so many villagers that I'm not really sure if that's even viable anymore. Vilesa is gonna switch into full boom mode right now, going for 4 TCs. And what's the situation here for Nika? So Vilesa managing to get a couple of mangonels here. Nika is gonna go for the 4th TC. Yes, that's the 4th TC. Crossbows should be enough to take care of the knights for sure. Yes. Defensive castle even going for Mameluke, and the game is looking really good for AM. It's going to be very hard now for the Suomi guys to get back into here. Just take a look at the villager count. 37 for the Max, 84 for Vilesa. And Vilesa is not even the highest villager in the game. That's 90 for Nikov. And 56 for MBL. Now Vilesa is gonna go up to Imperial Age. What is he gonna do over there? He can go for Cavalier. Cavalier are gonna be good. They can take care of crossbows, no problem. They are stronger versus elephants. I'm not sure if they are cost efficient or cost effective versus elephants because of the trample damage. But I don't know. Let's see. TC going up right now. Conversions starting to happen. There we go. The Max trying to convert the elephant. Elephant's going to get deleted. And now the knights are going to clear this up. If Vilesa clears all the archers up and starts raiding heavily this area, they might have a little bit of a chance. But that's not happening right now. Let's see, only 1 crossbow left. He needs to go towards this area and he needs to start raiding right now. He needs to do a lot of damage. Otherwise, the Max is just not gonna be able to keep up. He's going for the 2nd TC just now, so it's super late with only 41 villagers. The low vill count guy for AM has 50% more villagers than the Max, so the situation for Teal is looking super grim. Another TC for MBL over there. Vilesa will need siege rounds, I think. Vilesa Persians siege ram. Yeah, he can use those, but it's going to be hard because Nikov's going for Mamelukes as well. So I'm not really sure. I would think that's probably he probably needs to wait and see how many Mamelukes Nikov goes for before making a choice. Yeah, right now we are experiencing the calm before the storm, as both Imperial, as Nikov is getting up to Imperial Age, and all the players are looking forward to Mass Army and go for the missing upgrades. The final battle for this game is about to unleash. We're gonna see YOLO moves from the Max. We're gonna see Arbalest and Mamelukes for Nikov, and we're gonna see Cavalier for Vilesa. Oh man, but the situation here is not good. And I want to see if Nikov is going for any trebuchets whatsoever. He should be going for trebuchet now, especially as he's getting pushed by Vilesa. He might lose 1 castle, let's see. So Vilesa at this point going for the 3rd trebuchet. The castle from Nikov starting to take some heavy damage, and now with the heal advantage it's going to be even more so. If he doesn't go for trebuchets himself, he's gonna find himself in a very hard place. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, as they say. 2 trebuchets taking this down with the heal advantage. Even with this amount of villagers repairing, that's going to go down, no questions asked. Even with this castle, this guy has plate mail armor already, so that's +4 pierce armor. He should be... Oh, a house. I thought it was a church. He should still be able to clear this up. However, he's gonna choose to play it the safe way, which makes sense. Is he gonna dive in? Is he gonna dive in? I think this C doesn't have room anymore. He's gonna lose... 3 trebuchets with the heal advantage. 1 shooting at the C. That's exactly what Suomi needed. Now both players from AM are going to be paying attention to this area, as the Cavalier with +2 attack versus archers are gonna start cleaning this up, raiding and killing villagers. Right now the villager count for Nikab still very high at 108, but this might provide. Look at, hey, what? What? AM calling the GG. AM calling the GG. I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting. I thought that the Cavaliers were the right move to give Suomi a little bit of a breathing room, you know. But calling the GG after losing the TC and the castle, they were still far ahead, man. I think they probably got intimidated by the score. In my opinion, they were far. They were ahead. Anyway. How was MBL's base? Was he being attacked? He was kind of being pushed, but there were no trebuchets or anything here. It was just mostly the Max's presence here outside MBL's base, but he wasn't doing a lot really. Maybe the Max was gonna try to drop a DC here or something, but no, MBL was not in an awful position. Nothing that he could recover from. That's gonna bring the score 4-4. I was not expecting AM to call it at that point. Alright, so I guess that's good. That gives us all 9 games. That could be the case. I think that's a good point. They didn't really know how bad the Max's situation was. So that makes sense, yes. Still, we're gonna take a look at the achievements. We're gonna jump into the 9th game. We're gonna get all 9 games of the series. Who would have thought? So KV, very nice KV for Villas, like very good. MVP. MBL was doing alright, even though he lost a lot of units. Nikov lost a lot of units. I think probably cleaning those arbalests with the Cavalier gave the Suomi guys such a score boost that I think probably AM misread the game situation, which can happen. Of course, they don't really have access to all the information we do. But man, that was a great game. Yeah, look at that. They were still overall better. Anyway, we're gonna jump into the final game of the series. Fantastic best of 9. We have seen some insane games, and I'm very happy that these were good, because you never know what to expect when you get into these. Oh, no spectator overlay though. Hold on. There we go. Yes, this is match point. 9th game, final game of the series. We got all 9 games. No, it was not a tournament, it's just rated games. Am I a bad guy for rooting for Suomi? Not at all, man. No. You want MBL to win. We have a good amount of MBL fans over here. I have seen many good comments for MBL. Alright, guys, welcome to the final game of this great series between Suomi and AM. So, fantastic players and two very strong teams. Even though AM is probably not doing so well in ECL, they are still very strong. This time around we're gonna get Nikov and MBL still, so they're gonna stick to the same composition. They're gonna be fighting the Max and Vilese. So same as usual. MBL is gonna be playing blue, he's getting Franks, and he's gonna be playing with Nikov, who's getting Teutons. Interesting. So Teutons, even though they are technically an infantry civ, they usually always go for knights. We might see a YOLO Thrush, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Nikov would do that. What do you think? As for Suomi over here, the Max is playing Burmese, so strong men-at-arms, strong barrack units. And yeah, of course they get elephants, they get Arambai. Arambai are super strong as well. He's gonna be playing with a Spanish teammate. Alright, so Burmese and Spanish. Burmese are 100% gonna go for men-at-arms. The bonus is just too good to ignore. So yeah, barrack units for Burmese, they get +1 attack per age. So in field age, men-at-arms are stronger than any other men-at-arms in terms of attack stats. Unless you're talking of fighting Magyar men-at-arms, because they get free forging, but this is bonus damage, this is not free text. So if they go for forging, they can get +2. And let's see, Teutons and Franks. Teutons and Franks. We're probably gonna see... Damn it, man. None of these players get Arbalest. So they're... It's very weird. I don't think we're gonna see these guys going for archers at all. But they might have to. For Suomi, situation is a bit different. Spanish cannot go for archers. Never ever. They don't even get crossbows. Burmese, they only get crossbows, they don't get arbalest. So I'm not really sure. I think we might see the Burmese player going for men-at-arms into archers and Vilese going for Drash FC, I think. That's my prediction. And I think Nikov might go for YOLO Thrush, and MBL might go for Franks for scouts. Let's see. Sometimes too many emotes in one message gets noticed. Oh, what happened? You got wrecked by Nightbot? Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nightbot is not going to be here. Can you chat? Alright, you can chat. Yeah, sorry about that. We're going to disable Nightbot in the future, so that's not gonna happen anymore. Don't worry about it. Nightbot shouldn't even be here, in fact, because we have Booblybot anyway. Shouldn't have gotten timed out over there. We're gonna remove Nightbot, don't worry. So let's see, Burmese player seems to be going for men-at-arms. Let's see, no? Going for barracks right now. Okay, he's not going to. There we go, Nikov's gonna go for the YOLO Thrush. 8 villagers. Let's see. Oh. I think he should be expected. Oh, he's gonna go forward himself, but he's going to miss this. He doesn't know about this. He's going to go forward himself, and he's going to miss the YOLO. Okay. He's going to find out now. Let's see. He should be trying to bring the villagers back. Is it just going to ignore this? He got the attack alert because now Nikov is attacking the palisade or the house, I think. He is going to ignore it. He's going to go for himself. He's going to ignore it. Now, there is something to note here. Going for YOLO trash for a Teuton player is good. Oh, he's tower hopping here. He's tower hopping. He's going inside. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be bad for the max. So yeah, what I was gonna say is going for YOLO trash is very entertaining to watch, of course, probably very entertaining to play as well. But if it goes south, look at the amount of villagers that you're taking away from your eco. Look at the amount of villagers that are not producing resources. That's 8 villagers out of a potential total of 10 villagers that you can garrison in Teuton Towers. So the Max's 4 is a lot lower risk. So that's good for him. He's got that going for him. He has 4 extra villagers working back at home, and he can also go for this. I'm not sure about this tower though. I'll probably have to try to place it over here so that you can gather some villagers inside and try to target Nikov's villagers. This tower is not gonna go up, or if it goes up, let's see the percentage. If it goes up, it's gonna need to be like constantly repaired. But yeah, this is very hectic. He might lose a villager. Nah, that was greedy. That was greedy. He needs to target the one that's with the highest chances of dying. Oh, almost 2 HP villager. But yeah, the Max is going for this right now. Let's see. He's not going to lose the scout. But this wool line's pretty much gone. This wool line's potentially going to be gone as well. Let's see. Nikov doesn't know about this. Placing the tower here with the elevation would be great. But now we have all the Teuton villagers building the tower over here. So he's going to wall this. Is he? Oh. He's going to bring everything. That's a very, very messy eco. And what's the situation here for Vilese? He went and placed 1 tower up there. It's a lot less hectic. So he did place 2 towers over here. He's doing the same thing as Max. So he's denying the wool line here. He's denying the wool line here and the gold. And that's still quite effective. Over here, the tower went up as well. He's denying this wood line, and the only wood line left for Nikov at this point is this one, but he doesn't have enough resources to build a lumber camp. This is so expensive, this is so taxing that he doesn't have enough resources to build a lumber camp back at home. So he's getting denied from both wood lines. That's so bad. It's impossible to tell green from... Okay, my bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. Easy, easy peasy. This is going to go down for sure. Yeah, and how many villagers do we have here from Nikov? That's only 7 villagers, so he already lost one. He might lose another one as this one only has 5 HP. However, MBL is going to bring a couple of scouts here to help out. Let's see. Alright, yeah, the situation is very tricky. Now he's going to be able to afford this. But if the Max chooses to go for another tower, let's take a look at the resources. He doesn't have enough stone so far. But he brought 4 extra villagers, so it's going YOLO for both teams. Now, this is an inconvenience for the Max. Having scouts from MBL over here is going to make it just that much more difficult. MBL is going to be taking wood from this area though. Alright. He has another wool line over there. And he seems to be chilling over here, so he doesn't really have a lot to worry about. There's not a lot of aggression going on anymore. And let's see. Nikov's gonna get pushed back by villagers. Why is Suomi red but AM is blue and yellow? Because when I turned team colors on, it was from Nikov's point of view. So yeah, the Suomi guys are red because they represent enemies. But it's alright. If we can select all the villagers, that means they are from a single team, from a single player. Still though, let's see which YOLO works the best. The YOLO from Nikov seems to be doing wonders here. He even brought extra villagers. He had 7 villagers only, he has 8 at this point, once again. Let's see. The max so low on villagers. 25, yes, that's correct. 9 villagers killed. You can see bodies here. You can also see that many of his forward villagers probably dying as well. I don't think these are from Nikov, to be honest. Judging by the villager number, I don't think these are from Nikov. Even though this is his lumber mining camp. KV is very bad for the max, so this YOLO needs to work for him. And this tower, I'm not sure what it accomplishes. This wall line was already denied. Does he know about the other one? Let me see. He doesn't know about the other one. Nikov's gonna go for one tower over here. This might be the final nail in the coffin for the max. He's not going to be able to go to this area because of the towers. He can still take from this area, but potentially Nikov can come here and also place a tower, although he doesn't have the resources just yet. He is taking a lot of stone over here. Oh, but look at that! The max is going for his own defensive tower, and at this point most of the action is going on the max's and Nikov's base, but we have some stuff going on over here as well. So MBL is going to be defending from Vilese, and when we are in MBL's base, the red units are Vilese's units. This tower is most likely going to go up. I'm not sure if he's going to lose villagers though. That tower is going to go down then to the scouts, but let's see. He's trying to debate arrows. That's one villager down. Potentially another one. Let's see. Oh. Trying to target villagers here. Oh, they're just blinking dots all over the map. That's a lot of villagers. That's 5 villagers. That's 5 villagers down. MBL at this point, 34 villagers, and Viles at 42. He's in such a good spot. He is pretty much undisturbed back at home. He doesn't have any kind of pressure here. He's going for the market. He might be able to go up. Let's see. Resources are looking fantastic for Viles. He might be able to be the first guy to hit Castle Age. Let's take a look at Nikov's resources. Let's take a look at everyone's resources as a matter of fact. MBL has a lot of wood, he has stone, he has food, but he doesn't have enough to go up. And Viles on his way to Castle Age. Let's see. Oh, Gaia teaming up with Nikov to kill the Max's villagers. Oh no! The Spearman killed Nikov's villagers. So let's take a look at 3 villagers from the max over here. Very good HP. 4 villagers remaining for Nikov in this area. I think he does have more over here. Yeah, he has a couple more, but most of them are very low HP. If Viles gets up to Castle Age and starts going for knights, he can straight out destroy Nikov's villagers here. They are very low HP. He only needs to take 1 tower down and then starts picking villagers as they try to travel to the next tower. But situation's far from over here at Nikov's base, as the Max is trying to debate some attention by going for an outpost. And yeah, the Max with 5 forward villagers is gonna bring those back, let's see, to this tower for sure. He should be trying to split the villagers so that he can focus with both towers. He's not going to do that, but that's 1 villager that's going to go down. So 41 villagers for Nikov at this point, 38 for MBL, 31 for the Max, 39 for Viles, but he's about to hit Castle Age. Now Viles, playing Spanish, can go for knights. He has 1 stable. But most importantly, he's about to get enough stone to go for a castle. And where is he gonna place the castle? Is he gonna try to help his teammate? Or is he gonna try to target MBL? Vileza playing this game super well. He can try to go for a castle here. Ideally he would try to place it here, but there's a tower here, so that's not gonna happen. Other than that, where's a good place for a castle? He can probably... okay, he's gonna go for a defensive castle. That's alright, that's alright. That's not kneecap, that's fake. And the Max seems to be doing alright, let's see. Villagers going down. That's another village that's going to go down for sure. This tower is getting denied, so Nikav's bringing more villagers over, but this tower is getting denied now. And that's another villager down. And the Max holding on for his life. MBL's gonna bring the scouts around over to the Max's base as Nikav's trying to build this tower under the Max's tower, and it feels like Nikav's just taking bad decision after bad decision. Ah, there was an outpost. And getting debated, man, everyone's getting debated by the outpost today. Now Conquistadors are gonna start coming out, and what is MBL gonna do? Franks. He can go for for knights for sure, but he is going for archers. He's going for Frank archers. All right. And this game can be anything, but it's not boring, man. This tower is not gonna go up. The Max is holding on for his life. At this point, 34 villagers, only 6 behind MBL. Of course MBL is in Castle H, but details, guys, details. So the Frank player decided to go for crossbows to try and counter the Conquistadors, most likely. Well, let's see, let's see. Uh-oh. Good micro over here for the Spanish player. He did take a bad hit over there though, so one of the Conquistadors is less than half HP. He needs to try and keep massing those. He cannot really afford to start losing the Conquistador, especially with a single castle production capacity. 3 scouts to 1 spearman, you're right, man. You're correct. Most of those were most likely very low HP. Now MBL is gonna try to snipe villagers over here. Oh, that's not a good micro from Vileza. Yeah, these crossbows are gonna be problematic. Frank crossbows, who'd have thought? He's gonna start taking the rams now, so that's gonna be good for him to clear his base up from the towers of Vileza. He got his own castle up, so that's going to prevent to an extent some raiding. But yeah, I would say at this point probably Vileza is more worried about MBL's crossbows than MBL's worried about the Conquistadors. This area is super messy, but not a lot going on. Watchtower got denied over there. The Max taking stone over here. Nikab on his way to Castle H. Very soon he's gonna hit Castle H now. Oh, that's a very painful, vulnerable spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers down for Vileza, who is at this point 44 villagers versus MBL's 48. Is any of these guys going for more than 1 TC? That's not the case for MBL. That's not the case for Vileza, I think. And the Max finally going to Castle H himself. He's gonna go for the full stone walls. Poggers! He doesn't have the stone to go for a castle after this though. Damn it. Nikov single TC, everyone going full aggression, 1 TC push. They don't care about anything. The crossbows here are finally going to get destroyed by the mangonels and what remains of the Conquistadors. These guys were... yeah. Oh, 4 crossbows just with 1 shot. Yeah, that guy is gonna die for sure. There are a couple of knights here from MBL though, and we can see the monk already in place for Vileza. And Vileza Spanish, not only cavalry save but also monk save, so they get all the monk techs. He can go for sanctity, he can go for theocracy, he can go for block printing, fervor if he wants to. He can even go for heresy if he wants to protect the conquistadors from being converted. Very hectic game. We're gonna disable the team colors for a moment because there is not a lot going on. So there are no more villager wars. Let me know if you prefer to have the team color on or not. But yeah, there is not a lot going on over here. Omelette de fromage. Dexter match. But yeah, MBL managed to push the villagers from Villese away from the wood line over here. TC getting denied for the time being. Villese, is he going for more conquistador? He's not. He's sending villagers forward. So he's going to place an offensive castle. And where is he going to place it? He doesn't have a lot of... Yeah, I think team colors were probably needed only for the villager wars. Over here it's, yeah, probably not needed anymore. Blame it on the players, man. Now Villese is getting pushed away from the stone. Sending one mangonel over there. What's the military situation for him? Ouch. He did lose one villager. Oh no, he lost all the stone. He was carrying stone. It seems like he misclicked a tree and he lost all of it. Now this is a very good engagement. MBL is about to lose all the crossbows here. He is going for a TC though, so he's going to be able to garrison a couple of villagers there and start supporting the crossbows with a couple of TC arrows. But now this castle did go up. Mangonel in place. Can be repaired for days by this amount of villagers, and the castle is going to start pumping conquistadors. There we go. So conquistadors here, conquistadors there. Oh, this is not good though. Villese once again getting destroyed by archers, not noticing until it's too late. Already 5 villagers down, 6 villagers down. About to be even more. Oh, he's gonna notice this time. He's gonna garrison those right away. Dude, he didn't manage to garrison a single villager. How unfortunate is that? Villager count 47 for Villese, 47 and 43 for the max. Guys, the GG has been called. This was such a hectic game. Packed with action, but yeah. There's no going back from this. The YOLO trash from Nikab worked wonders. The trash from Villese was effective in the beginning, but he failed to follow that with something else. And AM just managed to get back into the game, go up to Castle Age, hold on, and pretty much outboom the other guys. Very well played, super messy game, and I think that was a high note to end the stream on. So we're gonna take now a quick look at the achievements. You can pause if you want to take a look at any particular page. We're gonna go through KD most likely, and probably Eco and Timeline. Almost 4-3 for MBL, and kind of even 4-3 as well actually for Nikab, so very good KD for both AM players. And yeah, super strong eco. MBL taking most of everything except for stone in the case of Villese. And there we go. Guys, we're gonna host someone now, but not before I say something to you. Yeah. Good night, Zayha. Thank you so much for stopping by. And guys, remember that we are gonna be casting here on Bully Official the Aspiring Experts tournament. If you haven't read about that, you can read about it on AoE Zone. So it's a tournament for players that have never hit more than 2.4k. So these are gonna be very good players, very strong players, but players that you don't usually see in regular tournaments. So you're gonna see Project Belgium there, you're gonna see Neely there, you know, very strong guys. And I think it's going to be very interesting. So if you're not up to date with aspiring experts, feel free to stop by over at AoE Zone and read a bit about it and see the signups. They are looking quite solid, and you're gonna get a lot of casting over here on Bo9 Official of those games. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining. Feel free to drop a follow here on the channel if you haven't already, to keep up with the channel activity. We're gonna get arena games from GPN, weekly games from Nobody as well, and now Joshua is gonna be casting here as well. So thank you so much everyone for joining, and see you next time. Bye bye.